Hello friends, welcome back to Rising Mathematics. In this video, I am going to solve exercise question from book Topics in Algebra from chapter 3 Ring Theory. Question is, show that the commutative ring D is an integral domain if and only if for elements ABC in D with A not equal to 0, the relation AB equals to AC implies B equals to C. So proof, firstly we will prove direct part. In the direct part, we are going to assume that D is an integral domain. Then, for any non-zero element A in D, we have for AB equals to AC, we get AB minus AC will be equal to 0. Now, taking A common, this can be written as A dot B minus C is equal to 0. Now, note that A is non-zero element in D and D is an integral domain. So, if A dot B minus C is equal to 0, we must have B minus C is equal to 0 and therefore B will be equal to C. Thus, the relation AB equals to AC implies B equals to C provided A is not equal to 0 when D is an integral domain. Next is the converse part. In the converse part, we are going to assume D is a commutative ring with the relation for any non-zero element A in D and AB equals to AC, we have B equals to C. So let us consider any two elements, say G1 and G2 in D, such that product of G1 and G2 is 0. So for the further discussion, we have two possible cases. Case 1, if we consider G1 is not equal to 0, then G1 dot G2 is equal to 0 will be equal to G1 dot 0. So this can be written as G1 dot G2 is equal to G1 dot 0. Now from our assumption in the converse part that AB equals to AC implies B equals to C when A is not equal to 0, we have, or we can cancel this G1 from left side, so we get G2 is equal to 0 and therefore G1 dot G2 is equal to 0 implies G2 is equal to 0 for G1 not equal to 0. Next case is case 2 in which we will consider that G2 is not equal to 0. Then we get G1 dot G2 is equal to 0 will be equal to 0 dot G2 which is equal to G1 dot G2 is equal to 0 dot G2. So since D is commutative, this can be written as G2 dot G1 is equal to G2 dot 0. Again cancelling G2 from left side, we get G1 is equal to 0. Therefore, G1 dot G2 is equal to 0 implies G2 is equal to 0 for G1 not equal to 0. And thus, from both the cases 1 and 2, we have for all elements G1 and G2 in D, G1 dot G2 is equal to 0 implies either G1 is equal to 0 or G2 is equal to 0 and therefore, we can conclude that the commutative ring D is an integral domain and this proves our converse part and this proves our whole result.